Unit 1, Natural World, Environmental Impacts of Logging. Listen to a lecture about trees.
When you look at a tree, you may notice only the branches and leaves. A closer look shows that there's actually a great deal more going on. Trees provide homes to a large variety of terrestrial animals, from tiny insects to large birds, such as owls. Insects live beneath the bark, providing a source of food for many types of birds. Squirrels and birds nest on the branches or in the trunk. Small animals defend themselves by hiding among the leaves. The benefits of trees also extend to aquatic animals. The shade from trees keeps water cool, protecting aquatic animals from the heat of the summer sun. The roots hold onto the soil, which keeps it from being eroded by the rain. This is a protection for aquatic habitats, as it prevents soil from running into the rivers and polluting them. Clearly, trees are very important. If forests vanish because of logging or other activities, the impacts on the environment will be great.
Unit 1, Natural World, Bird Migration. Listen to a tour guide at a bird sanctuary.
Welcome to the National Bird Sanctuary. The Bird Sanctuary provides us with the opportunity to study many aspects of the lives of the migratory birds that pass through here every year. This is a breeding area for many different species, and we'll likely see a number of them on our walk today. On our right, just past the entrance, you'll see a list of all the species that have been observed here. You'll notice several nocturnal species as well as diurnal. They spend the warm months here, but leave in the autumn as they can't endure our cold winters. Okay, take a look at your maps. We're beginning here at the entrance. As we walk through the sanctuary, it's imperative that you not stray off the trail and that you be particularly careful to stay out of the restricted area, all along the trail to the left here. The restricted area protects breeding birds from disturbance. All right then, that trail over to the right leads to the gift shop, but before we head there, let's continue to the end of this trail on the left to the observation platform. Here we are. We can look out over the wetlands from here and observe the water birds. I'll leave you here to observe as long as you like, and I'll meet you afterward at the gift shop. It's at the end of that trail I pointed out to you earlier. Before I leave you, I'd like to remind you that this bird sanctuary was built entirely by volunteer labour and donations. You can imagine what a feat that was and what it takes to maintain it. Please consider giving a donation before you leave. You'll find a box for that purpose along the trail right before you arrive at the gift shop.
Unit 1, Natural World, Plant Life in the Taklamakan. Listen to a class discussion about plants in the Taklamakan Desert.
We've looked at plant life in various deserts around the world. Let's talk today about plants in the Taklamakan Desert.
What I understood from the reading is that there aren't a lot of plants throughout the Taklamakan Desert, but that many plants live in the transitional area on the desert fringe.
That's exactly correct. Conditions in the desert are extremely harsh, but around the edges, plants have been able to adapt and thrive, and some species are actually quite prolific. Of course, the environment there is still extreme, and the plants have some interesting adaptations.
There are still a lot of stressors on the desert fringe. The rain there is sparse, right?
That's true. The desert fringe is very dry and is subject to extreme temperature swings, and these conditions can cause plants a lot of stress.
Another stressor is, because of the dry air, there's rapid evaporation, so it's difficult for the plants to hold on to the water they take in.
I read that some plants are actually able to determine when they've lost enough moisture and have the ability to close their pores so they don't lose more.
Yes, that's one of the interesting desert plant adaptations. Another way plants thrive in the desert is by having large root systems so that they can accumulate water taken from deep in the ground.